Hi, Harrison Marsh here, and today I have in my hands a Baroque guitar. This instrument is very kindly on loan to us for a short amount of time by its owner and maker, Kevin Feeney. And a big thank you to him and to his wife, because I understand she's the one that plays the instrument. So, what is a Baroque guitar? The Baroque guitar fills the gap really between the classical guitar as we know it and the lute. So it's popular throughout the 1600s and the first half of the 1700s. This particular instrument is modelled after a guitar by Stradivari, obviously more famous for his violins. There are about 4 or 5 Stradivarius guitars left in existence in museums and things across the world. And it is absolutely beautiful. There are things here that are familiar to any classical guitar player, and there are things that are completely alien. So we have 5 courses of strings. This instrument is capable of taking 10 strings in total. At the moment it's only got 9 on it, so it's got a single top string. Tuning is similar to a classical guitar in as much as it's got E, B, G, D and A, so in effect it's just missing it to low E string. But as I say, single E string, B and the G are in unison pairs, the D is in an octave pair, and then the A is a higher rather than a lower A, although I understand that some Baroque guitars went to a low A, which I assume, I guess, is part of its evolution into the modern classical guitar. So there are only 12 frets in total, but 2 are on the body. Scale length is different, string spacing is different, so it feels really, to play at the same time, very different, with a few sort of similarities. Instead of metal frets, so I have gut strings is the first thing to say, and instead of metal frets I have movable frets that are tied on, that are also made of gut. And this beautiful lute-like rose and bridge. It's a very lightly built instrument, very sort of responsive and resonant. Kevin is a luthier and guitar restorer in Axminster, based in Devon, and he's done an absolutely wonderful job here. If I can sort of show you a few, and when I say hand-built, I mean Kevin's carved the friction tuning pegs like you expect on a flamenco guitar. Maple construction, I believe, some very nice inlay work, and an ebony fretboard. Really doesn't weigh anything at all. I'm being exceptionally careful with it, Kevin, if you're watching. So yes, my first experience of playing a Baroque guitar. They don't come up very often, certainly, and whilst I can't claim to be a professional Baroque guitar player at all, I'll give you an idea of what the instrument sounds like. The short piece I'll play is by Gaspar Sanz, who is one of the people that wrote for Baroque guitar, and any classical players watching will be very familiar with the name, at least, and his Caneros and a couple of his pieces. And one of the interesting things this morning when I was prepping for this video is how much the Sanz pieces make a little bit more sense once you've played them on the instrument that they were written for. But yeah, let's hear how this sounds.